What's going on, everyone? This is Lee Kai from Phantasma Chain, and today I'm going to answer questions from the community they have submitted. Well, you have submitted in the past week, so I'm looking forward to the questions and answering them.
Yes, finally, because we had a lot of questions scrambled together, a whole list. And yes, as we all know, it's a little bit silence around the project Phantasma. A lot of things are going on for sure on the background. So now we want to take some details to the front and get some more insights about the project. And yeah. I thought there was a perfect opportunity to ask you all the hard and soft questions, of course.
Well, this was your idea, right?
Yes, well, we came up.
And to go back
a little bit community pressure, of course.
Well, to go back to being silent and background work, there's actually a lot going on, but probably there will be some questions around this, right?
Yes. Well, the questions are not really important. The answers are.
Oh yeah, sure.
So we all know how.
So stay tuned for the answers.
Yes, in episode 3. We all know how the marketing guys work nowadays. It are basically just politicians. They can tell you a lot without saying anything. So. Yeah, let's make the best of it, and the community helped really well. I never expect that many questions.
You got a lot of them?
Yeah, a lot of them, but a lot of input. You know,
okay.
The community was really waiting for an opportunity like this. And yesterday Phantasma announced that they have also an AMA with the Moonwalker. Well, that's great. So,
I think if this video has already aired, the AMA already happened.
Yeah, of course, but. A lot of info is going to come outside these days.
Yeah.
I understand. So yes, let's kick it off. I don't know if I've got the right, this is question 1 or this is question 100. But I just start above in my screen, and I see Michael T, 21. He is asking, do you have any MAU with Xbox?
MAU? Oh, MLU?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I'm more of a Nintendo guy. I have been playing Nintendo since my childhood. I think I owned every Nintendo device except for the 64. Yeah, that's about it. So, yes. Xbox, nah.
So, well, basically you're a console guy, just like me?
No, I have actually been playing PC after like 10 years old or something. Yeah, but I owned every Nintendo device though, the console.
Do you still got them? Because there are a lot of words.
I have no, actually my mom gave them away to cousins. That was a little sad.
All right. And Michael has another question too. When are you planning to release your first game?
Our first game, hopefully this month or next month. We are working on it. It's advancing pretty well. I can't tell you exactly which game because it's a race against the clock. Which game?
All right. So there are plenty of games in the pipeline.
Maybe.
Okay. He also asked, how will this benefit the community at large?
The game launch, or?
Yeah, I think he's talking about the releasing of the game.
Well, hopefully we are hoping to bring in more. Well, actually, first we would like to bring players to the game and introduce them to our ecosystem. Well, we are still building the ecosystem, so the ecosystem it's still at the very start. So by launching the first game, this will be the first input into the ecosystem. Mm-hmm. And then hopefully after that we can introduce more games, get more partnerships to bring more games into the ecosystem from third parties. And yeah, that's about it right now. There are, like we have already said before in the past, there are still a few developers building on Phantasma, whether a game or some other app. but we cannot. I can't share that much details about it yet. Maybe later when it's more in advanced stage. But yeah.
Okay. Then we've got an original one. When big exchange list Sol?
When big exchange list Sol?
Yeah, it's an anonymous question, of course.
Well, we have been looking into exchanges in the past, and at this moment, recently we have been putting more efforts into it. We have been, of course, we had already approached those exchanges before in the past, but they have some of the criteria we are trying to fix right now, more actively than before. So hopefully we could see one in the near future, but we'll see.
Yeah, okay, I understand. How many lead devs are working on Phantasma Chain currently?
Well, on the website is is basically our team, but we also have people from the Phantom Force as well. Just like from Goti, they are improving the SDK. They are helping with the NFT integration. Like basically, they look at their own game. What do they need, and then they do it themselves. They add the lines of code themselves. Or they tell our development team, can you implement this because I need it for my game? And that's how we expand our code.
Yes. Well, it's a beautiful way of working, of course, because then you all feel it together.
Yeah.
So is there any new partnership with big player in crypto market? Will there be a new Phantasma Chain Sol roadmap for 2020? And last but not least, of course, when Moon?
When Moon?
It's Cryptic Sol.
Maybe you can put a moon in the background for this 5 seconds.
I will just snap my fingers. And there it is.
Can you repeat the first question?
Yes, of course. Is there any new partnership with a big player in the crypto market?
Well, I'm currently talking to a few companies right now. A few of them are more advanced than some others. Some are just talks, and initial talks, and some we are already beyond that. And there's actually one company which is very good for long term, or even more, a very serious partnership, which I cannot share details yet about. But hopefully we can seal the deal fast, soon enough, and then announce it.
Now, what if we just pay you like $10 now? Can you make a slip of the tongue already?
Well, will it be in Sol or?
I was thinking about Matic.
Matic? Yeah. But can we rewind one beat back then?
Yes. This second question was a nice one because a lot of people are asking that. Will there be a new Phantasma roadmap for 2020? Like you said before, with the mainnet launch, and we are still optimizing it, but we're also working on the dApps, of course. But the optimization and of the code and the chain takes more time than we had hoped. But luckily, most of the dApps, well, the features on our current roadmap, they are mostly done in the backend already. They just need front-end development. We will update the roadmap after we have officially launched the white paper, so we can reevaluate where we are right now, what still needs to be done regarding the chain, the blockchain, and then we can reevaluate how long it would take to launch the dApps or the features. But most features are already ready in the backend, just like the Cosmos swaps, the storage. All right. Then we've got Robbie Smiler, and he is asking, would it be possible to have a monthly report summary the progress of the key elements in the roadmap, which will follow, of course? Well,
if people actually are interested in that, then I don't see a problem with actually publishing monthly reports or like bi-monthly reports to update the community about what we have been working on in the past 1 month or 2 months.
All right. Then we've got a question about the Phantasma oracles. What are the differences, Oracle's approaches of Phantasma Chain and Chainlink?
Well, I think Chainlink is more regarding real like other blockchains, right? I don't know the target right now specifically, but regarding Phantasma, we are not just connecting everything to the blockchain or in that aspect, but our oracles are built to be used for the dApps, which are built on blockchain, and they need real data from the real world, right?
Of course.
So we can fetch those data and and translate that into blockchain to be used for the dApps, for the dApps running on Phantasma or like connected to the app.
Yeah, specific oracles created for the purpose they needed.
Yeah.
And then it will expand later on when there is more purpose, of course.
Yeah.
All right. He also asks, is the mail dApp of Phantasma Chain, is it or will it be the same like Gmail, for example, qua use case?
Qua use case. Well, the Phantasma mail. Well, the first thing about Phantasma mail is that it is encrypted. Nobody can actually read what you're sending, so there's no server in between. With Gmail, of course, there's a server. They can. That's probably why you get an ad about dogs. If I send you an email right now about dogs.
Yeah, but that's why you call me dog all the time. So then Google catch up and send me pictures of dogs. You know, dog food, for example. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's encrypted, and nobody can read it, and yeah, eventually it will be working the same. On the front end, for the user, it will be the same. The back end, it's not the same. I can tell you that the technology is much more advanced than just email. So yeah, the front end for the user, which is the most important part, it's for the user. It should be the same.
Yes. Then I've got a question.
Or better, right?
Or better, of course. That's the marketing guy, ladies and gentlemen. I've got a question for Vincent specifically, so I forwarded this question and you will see it on the screen now. The question was, Phantom Wallet is interesting, too big download size, there is extra, but you shouldn't click it. Very difficult using, not user-friendly, any plan for an upgrade? Well, Vincent is sending me the answer to this one. So you can read the answer on screen or down below in the comments. We will put it.
I can just call him and then have him answer it live.
Yeah, well, if I was Vincent, I don't know where he's currently living in which time zone, but then I saw my phone ringing and do not pick up calls shows up in the screen. No, I would have to. But there is also a Poltergeist wallet. And Poltergeist wallet is built on Unity, so it's too simple design and not user-friendly. Will it upgrade?
Will it upgrade? Poltergeist was built by our team as a backup, not necessarily backup, but like most people know, the Phantasma app was supposed to launch during or after mainnet launch. But there were some problems with the token swap in the past. That's why I think we had to postpone the mainnet launch by a week, right? And that's when we had taken the old build of it, and then we had created a new wallet for it, just so we could have the launch ready, because it was postponed because of the app. But right now there are no dApps yet which could be connected to the app, so there is no real reason to actually launch the app right now. So right now we are working on optimization of the chain and working on the dApps to launch it as soon as possible. And then after that we can launch the app and connect the dApps to the app.
All right, but I saw with a quick eye a lot of questions were incoming about the Phantasma app. Questions about what were the main issues to delay it like this and when will it go live, of course. But yeah, you already answered that a bit. Well, I'll think this person points out, will Phantasma app replace like the Poltergeist wallet in the end as main wallet?
Yeah, I that is indeed the case with the app. That was why we built the app. And the app will be a one-stop app on the blockchain. You can basically do anything within that single app, which is connected to the Phantasma blockchain. So especially the wallet, which is the core feature of the app, alongside it being a bridge for apps, for dApps.
All right. Good. Now I've got a question in my eyes, in front of my eyes. I don't know if we're going to ask you. We need the marketing guy from Phantasma for this. Oh wait, that's you.
I can grab him.
So why there's no marketing started till now, whereas it was supposed to be done after the mainnet?
Yeah, we have communicated like that it would start as a mainnet, but that was when we had the app already scheduled to launch during mainnet. With the app, our product can also talk for itself. Just like I told you at the start, we are talking already to other companies right now. I already shared this in the chat. But I'm talking to one of a game on Ethereum, which is, well, the game is not on Ethereum, but they are going to deploy NFTs on Ethereum. But I'm talking to them to see if there's a possibility to deploy the NFTs on Phantasma Chain instead of Ethereum. But with the app, this would be so much easier. We could just show them our product and then see how everything works. So that will be much easier to actually talk to other companies to market our product.
Yes.
And right now, like I said, there are still dApps in development. The app is still in development. Well, not necessarily in development, but we're waiting for more dApps to actually have a use case for the app right now.
Yes.
And after we launch the app, we can actually enhance our activity by talking to other companies, but we have never stopped doing that.
Then we've got some 22 series related questions here. I see
it's
here.
gonna be fun.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun because we all feel something is coming, you know?
Yeah, hopefully the beta will be out by the end of the month.
Listen, Lee, there are not much people watching this, you know? So if you want to give some more details while no one is listening, then now it's your chance. You know?
Well, it's not my honor to announce these kind of information. The honor is to Garth and his team, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
So I can only talk about what is public already, and yeah, maybe some things which is being worked on in the background, but not that in depth.
Yeah, of course. We see here a question like 22 series closed beta and NFT sale, pre-sale are both going live soon.
Yep,
Can you
soon, I think.
Yeah. Can you elaborate on planning activities to ensure these events receive widespread attention outside of the Phantasma community?
Well, this is very important because you have to talk about it. You have to do marketing regarding the NFT sale, right? Especially with crypto community. So there might be a referral program in the NFT sale.
That's good because someone was asking for it also.
Oh, wow. There might be.
All right.
But we're looking into the best way to do this. And so if you have a referral, if you refer a friend and your friend buys something, then you might get something. Well, you might get a percentage of his sales of his buying back into your own wallet.
And what for the guys like me who doesn't have friends?
Then you can go to other Telegram channels and then spam to get banned. Well, hopefully not get banned, but you probably will get banned. But well, that's not the that was not the use case of the reason. That's not the reason for a referral program. Please don't spam it in the other channels.
So since the mainnet launch, there have been some extended maintenance periods. Do you expect more of these, or will it be possible to do this to do the most future maintenance when the chain is fully live?
Well, I think the best way, the best timing to actually do the maintenance is right now, to get all the yeah, because it's live for I think like 2 months right now. Yeah, 2 months. So it's easier for us to fix all the issues right now, to improve the chain, than do it 6 months from now.
Yes. Okay.
And especially if because from 6 months and now the app is live already. We have a few devs already. The ecosystem is live and running. Phantom Force will be live and running. Well, it's already live and running right now, but hopefully it's already expanded to a bigger team. So so a bigger ecosystem, more people, and that's not the time you want to do the maintenances, right?
No, of course not. All right, then we've got I don't know how I can see this question, but I try. Well, you have periods in life globally when stars rises and fall, and then a new Pearl shows up and conquers the world with this. Are we
talking about Pearl?
No, we are talking about the star of Phantasma. The Mankini token is expected by many to drive mainstream adoption of the chain. Can you elaborate on the role you see for the Mankini token going forward?
For the Mankini token? Yeah, so we minted the Mankini token as a fun token, obviously because of Bill. I'm not sure if you've seen the picture. Well, if you're going to show it, it should be not safe for work.
No, exactly. Also parental advertising.
But yeah, that's the reason why we minted it, and there will be actually a few use cases for the Mankini token, and probably more in the future. But there are already a few planned. So it started as a fun token, it still is a fun token, but it will have somewhat of a use case, but I cannot share it right now.
All right. The sustainable energy system brings gamification to the token economics of Phantasma, but comes with some pearls. How would it be possible to ensure continued functioning and high traffic on a growing ecosystem if KCAL supply is hoarded by a few actors, or even abandoned wallets, lost keys, and the KCAL generation approach zero?
So you're referring to the fact that if people hoard the token instead of burning it, right? Well, if people are hoarding it instead of burning it, obviously the distribution rate will go down. But right now, well, if it would stay as it is right now, that would be a problem. But it won't be in the future as we launch the dynamic cosmic swaps. So why are people even hoarding the KCAL token? Why should they even hoard it? Like, there's no point of hoarding it, right? It's designed to be used in the system, to be used for transactions, to be used. And now with the SES system, well, it already has system in the name, but with SES, it's also being used to be burned, to work together as a community. To increase the distribution rate. But with the dynamic cosmic swaps launched in the future, this won't be much of a problem because people can buy KCAL from, swap their token to KCAL and then burn it as well to gain advantage on the leaderboard. So yeah, without the dynamic cosmic swaps, this might be a problem, but it won't be in the future after the launch of the Cosmic Swaps, rather than
Alright.
the construe.
Then we've got some little Phantom Force power here. How is the communication with the members of the Phantom Force? Are you actively tracking their progress? And if so, can you tell us how each of them are processing in their development so far?
Well, some of them we have daily communication with. Gothi is daily.
Mm-hmm.
Some other ones, just like Blockboy or the Fantastic Casino, we have occasionally we check with the development. Development has been going pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some images already, seen some stuff already, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, there are some other Phantom Force members, like individual ones, just like Vincent with the and Merle with the Phantom Wallet, right? Vincent is currently working with Gothi to help with the NFT sale with the website and everything. I think Bill already shared that. So yeah, our Phantom Force members, they are actually they're actually benefiting, they're actually contributing to Phantasma.
Yeah, it's all working together as one big family. That's nice to hear. Yeah, a great sign. So, what are the most significant challenges you have encountered during the development of the chain and its features so far? And how did you or are you planning to solve them?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, what are the most significant challenges you have encountered during everything?
Okay, I think the most significant challenge is building the blockchain from scratch. Well, not me, but our development team has been building the blockchain from scratch, which took a lot of time. We have been building that for more than a year. So yeah, we had to, of course, we had to do a lot of research on all blockchains, because we are like the X generation of blockchain. The first one is Bitcoin, the second one probably Ethereum, right? So we could look at all the blockchains and improve upon the flaws they have, and take the good ones and the good features and put them into our chain ourselves.
All right.
Yeah, so yeah, there was some hiccups with that, but eventually it turned out all right.
All right, then I've got two more questions for you. They are a little bit team related, if I can say it like that. Not safe for work also the most part, but yeah, to our community submit, so I have to ask them. Sergio was offered bathing privileges after the mainnet launch, and what the community was promised as an opportunity to buy Sergio bathwater.
Bathwater?
Yes. Is it still on the table?
What? What? So someone wants to buy Sergio's bathwater?
Yes.
Just like the girl?
Not, yeah, just like the girl who started the hype, but
yeah, but that was pretty cheap, right? I think she offers her bathwater for not that, for like $10 or something.
Yeah,
I'm not sure you guys can afford Sergio's bathwater, man.
Well, I was starting laughing, but then I saw more people asking the same question.
Oh.
maybe it's a point to communicate about.
Well, I'm not sure you can afford Sergio's bathwater, because if he's a cyborg, man, and he doesn't really take a bath. He's not waterproof yet. So maybe in a year or two, the technology will be better, so he will be waterproof. Not like right. I think right now it's sponge bath.
So then a little compassion for the team. The team seems to be working around the clock and have done so far a very long time. How are you countering the risks of burnouts, ensuring that everyone gets enough rest?
Well, there are times that we work extremely around the clock, and there are also times there where we don't have to do that. Of course, most of the time, we work daily during the weekends as well. So there are also time, I think the most important part is exercise. You still have to exercise. I think everyone exercises a little bit to keep their
walking
physically,
to the
physically Yeah, grab that Coke, right?
Yes.
To grab that sugar and.
Well, it's
well, no, there are some there were some periods where you actually have to work 20 hours per day, where like literally, and also there are days where it's like 8 or 15, or it depends on what is.
what's the issue at the moment?
Yeah, indeed.
All right, Lee, can I thank you for your time?
I want to thank you for having me.
Well, yeah, I was kind of pushed forward to the community. I don't know if we satisfy them all, but a lot of questions, especially in the beginning, are under NDA. I can understand that. A lot of questions are repeatedly asked, so yeah. Well,
I hope we went through most of the questions and answered most of them.
yeah. If you still have a question, you can submit your question to Lee or me down in the comments of this video, and we will share it on the Telegram channels also, so other people can read your question and the answer, of course. Until that far, Lee, we are reaching the end of the year.
Oh yeah, I forgot. This is the last month of the decade.
Yes.
So look back at the past decade and wonder what have you achieved during the last decade.
Yes. Well, I think it's not an answer to, or it's not a question to answer myself, or that somebody can answer themselves. I think others have to do that, because they are looking at you, in case of yourself looking at yourself. So maybe we should ask the community this question to ask.
What?
Yeah, what is your biggest
achievement in the past decade?
Decades, or in the past like 50 decades, if you want.
Was that a question for me?
Yes.
So this is a community question for me.
Yeah, somebody.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody asked it. Yeah. I think for me, the decade started with me going to university, to finishing it, and then eventually I stumbled upon Phantasma and joined this fantastic and amazing team of people who are very devoted and committed to what they are actually doing. So that one is one of the most important moments for me of 2017, because this changed my life. I think even blockchain or cryptocurrencies, the community in general, the space in general, changed a lot of people's life. In a good way or in a bad way, hopefully in a good way.
Oh.
But yes, for some people it's also in a bad way, and I feel sorry for them. I hope they have a strong mindset and they can recover, and they can actually turn something bad into something good for the next decade.
Yes, of
because
course.
we are at the start of something. People are, well, if you talk about blockchain, people usually think about cryptocurrencies, but that's not usually the case. Cryptocurrencies is something else. Well, it's on the blockchain, but the blockchain technology is actually something which will be used in the future. We can't necessarily say that about cryptocurrencies, but I believe if blockchain will actually be used, the first one to be connected to that is still Bitcoin. So even if Bitcoin is not used as a monetary system, it could still be used. Well, it will probably be used as a digital gold, right? To replace, not to replace gold, but to be the digital gold.
Yes.
So even if it's not used as a monetary system, it can still gain value just for because of the fact that blockchain technology is big in the future.
Yes, of course. I think we all have that same vision, because being a community member also,
because we're in it for the tech, right?
Yeah, we all are in it for the tech. Do you have any?
Everyone is in it for the tech, right?
I will show you CoinMarketCap and point me another reason to be in crypto now, right now, because besides.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I think the community, especially the crypto community, we're still getting here live of online every day. They have to be involved in the tech. They have to have the same vision as you have for the future, because there is no other possibility to hang around here and survive, you know?
Well, I think, yeah, but I think a lot of people actually have this mindset already. There are a lot of people, well, especially in the Phantasma community. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. But especially our community, they're very mature already. And so, yeah, I love to see that. I love to see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the right mindset to be in this crypto space. Because if you have the wrong mindset, it can actually it can depress you. It can
absolutely
destroy you mentally. So you have to have the right mindset to actually survive this, to endure to endure this bear market right now. First of all, and hopefully it won't last that long. But we can't tell how long it will last. We don't have control over that.
No, of course not. Well, Lee, thanks again for bringing up those answers.
Yeah.
And if they show up again, new questions, I will call you again.
Okay, sure.
So I will see you next week.
Okay, next week. Oh, okay. Yeah, bye-bye.
Thank you for your time, Lee.
Yeah, bye-bye.